When I say Kalala Yahweh Hashem Yahshai Hashem Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles of Grave Stone. Shalom to all the brothers in the highway and byway preaching this word in sincerity and in truth with much honesty. I'm the brother Shapar from the James Jamaica camp. What more I speak on today is a global agenda. A global agenda basically to give everybody on the planet a RFID chip, which is known as the mark of the beast, according to the scriptures. You know what I mean? What you people need to know that there's a global agenda out there to entrap you, man. You know what I mean? You have certain men in this world who have a certain ideology, seeing and them sitting right now in the seat of power. And what they're going to do is to implement these ideologies, man, through the United Nations. Yeah? And this is a come under the form of a thing we call digital identity. You know what I mean? You have many countries across the world basically right now under a thing we call ID 2020. Yeah, by the United Nations, basically the UN. They are planning to give everybody a national ID. So as you can see, you have many countries rolling out the national ID program. You know what I mean? Those are in the know and those who know what has been going on for the past couple of years, because under the United Nations Sustainable Development, basically everybody should have a national ID and nobody is to be left behind. Now, these national IDs are biometric IDs. They're basically going to require biometric information, and it's going to be driven by a data gathering our network, basically using data profile. You know what I mean? So your profile is going to be digital and going to be updated digitally. You know what I mean? So this is the type of ID system that's going to be rolled out across the world. You know what I mean? And yes, it may sound sinister, but it is, man, because you actually have these men doing this thing in real life, and the Bible speak about it. You know what I mean? And let's look at the first precept. Then we get down more into this plan of the devil, which is a so-called white man, whether they want to believe it, yes or no. He is the devil, you know, which is Esau according to the scriptures. This is Psalms 64 and 5. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. You know, as we've been saying before, they're about to implement a digital identity system where basically they're going to control you through your transactions, man. You're going to control and monitor you through your transactions. You know what I mean? So your accessibilities basically going to determine on your profile merits, because everybody have profile merits. More graded by your profile. So the type of individual that is are going to determine what you're going to have access to. True. And there's nothing in this new system that is going to be implemented that can be done outside of the right means. That's why them say they never curve corruption and all of that type of thing. There's no a way around the system that is coming in. We'll go down in the details into that when we're done. It say they encourage themselves in an evil matter, bringing about a one world government by various means. Anyway, the commune of laying snares privily, because behind the scenes, all of this happened and nobody realized that this man is basically trying to trap them. Apart from the men of the Lord and some other people out there that are so-called conspiracy theorists or some Christian groups will have a little info exposed onto them. You know what I mean? But the regular Joe don't know that there is a global agenda basically to entrap them. You know what I mean? In a system where you don't have no wiggle room, as I would say. You know? So this is the evil matter where they might encourage themselves in to trap you people. As the word snare mean, the word snare is a trap basically. We used to catch whether animals or birds or whatsoever, or fish. But anyway, they say, who shall see them? See, now, this is, even this what that I'm doing right now is evident that the Lord is the one who see them, and because the Lord, Yahweh Shai, who reveal all them these plans to us, that we can bring it out to you, that you can know what is behind the mark of the beast talk. You know what I mean? Yeah, a man can say the mark of the beast, the RFI chip, the chip, the mark of the beast, but when it come on to explain how it's going to be implemented and how it's going to be used, seeing enough people don't know the details. That's why I have people out there shoving it off, because they don't know that actively this thing is being implemented right around you. You know what I mean? So we continue. Seeing? He said they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Because them work, them is painstaking work, man. Every year them go to the UN and get an update, seeing, and how them should bring in this ID system, and then putting it in layer by layer. You know what I mean? First them say, oh look, this is just an ID and it's harmless. I'll connect it with every other government service. It'll connect everything together and everything will go alright using the good argument. You know what I mean? They say, oh, this is for the greater good, and some people jump on board. And then you notice them start putting more and more draconian things, some more strict measures. You know what I mean? But it's all pre-planned. Yeah? See? And then painstakingly doing it. It said, and this is verse 6. It said, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thoughts of every one of them, and the heart is deep. See? So this is not a simple thing. So when we're saying that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, we not come from a simple we not come from a simple background saying it, man. We know detail by detail how this thing will come in. And that's what we're doing here. We're showing you detail by detail how this thing will come across. Now, out here in Jamaica, you have the ID system supposed to be launched next year for every Jamaicans to get this national ID. Seeing it has been implemented all over the world. You know what I mean? Even the US have the real ID. You know what I mean? That's support the Jamaica have the NIDS. You know, them have different names, so them put it under the nations vary. But the United Nations Charter is that, look, man, everybody's supposed to get a national ID. You know what I mean? The ID for now is going to be a placeholder for the chip. The ID only did it. That's the these nations could implement, seeing the framework for accommodate the chip. Seeing, so that is what been taking place between now and 2020 going all the way to 30, because 30 them need to get all this thing done by the year 2030. See? So this is the diligent search with them accomplishment, and them art is very deep doing it, man. So, but I think it's simple. But anyway, what more examine, this breakdown right here is Revelation 13 and 17. I'm gonna read the whole thing, but we're gonna zoom in on 17, because 17 basically is the main object that this are the main objective of this man I try to achieve. You know what I mean? Because this is the way how you get perfect control over you. You know what I mean? Through your ability to transact or for the commerce. This is very important in understanding what the mark of the beast is. Now, start from 16, Revelation 13 and 16. It says, it causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Now, the question is the system that is being implemented under these so-called national ID, is it in line with what the scriptures are saying? Because right now, you cannot do anything at all without having a national ID number. India is a testing ground for this new technology. You know what I mean? And then you have other nations following suit right behind India. You know what I mean? They have a large population there, so them see it as the best place to test it on a massive number of people. See? So it's been done in India, then it's gonna be over here. And mark my words, nothing, no services can be provided unto you, yeah, without this system. I'm not gonna show you how it go right now. But anyway, we finish this precept right here and then we're going to that. It said, this is verse 17, it said, and that no man might buy or sell, saving he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Yeah? So in order to interact, in order to go about freely in the society, you're going to have to need a specific mark in order to do so. Now, we speak about the system that's going to accommodate the mark because it has to be on top of a system. You know what I mean? Or it's going to be working. It's a data-driven system. And because a data-driven system, see, finance can be done digitally. Yeah? And every transaction you do can be done digitally. By doing so, see, under an ID or under a specific ID unique to you, yeah, whatsoever transaction you make, see, can be monitored. See, if it is illegal, it can hinder you from doing, it can hinder you from doing other government anything, whether it want to be healthcare, whether it want to be just natural services like food stamp, you know, or whatsoever assistance you get from the government, whether it want to be utilities or whatsoever, you can be barred from accessing these things. It's just like America basically, when with all these nations through the SWIFT system. The SWIFT system is a system where basically people doing trading, they basically make payments through the SWIFT system that the Americans set up. But if you're doing a transaction and you're not going according to the way the Americans, they can put a sanction on you or sanction on businesses using the SWIFT system. You know what I mean? So therefore, you cannot complete a transaction because there's a penalty. It's the same thing that can happen on an individual level. If there's a penalty, see, they can just bar you from using the system and you get isolated. That's what this new identification system is all about. And to top it off, they're going to bring in the chip immediately after this ID card come in, yeah? See, because, hey, it's going to be redundant. I'm going to come up with an excuse to get rid of it. So, we'll talk about the transaction part of the thing, see, which is buying and selling. You know what I mean? Aaron Russo made the statement, but this one play a statement here, and it is true to the fact because this is actually happening now under the framework of the mark of the beast, which is a chip. Because the chip will come out here, but the system will accommodate it. See? It's already doing these things already. I'm going to show you that. Alright? So I'm going to play Aaron Russo what him say and what basically is happening right now. And show how real the scriptures is, man, concerning this issue. Let me get it from start here.
The ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is giving me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip.
And guess what? This system is being built right now. And as I can hear him mention the name Rockefeller. Yeah? The Rockefellers basically let him into this. But guess what? This United Nations initiative here, ID 2020, giving all the people of the world a digital identity, basically. And this ID program, everybody are launch out now. As you can see, Microsoft is going to deal with the technological part of the thing where your accessibility to the web or through a device or whatsoever. But anyway, the Rockefeller Foundation. Seeing, so there's some substance to what this man is saying here. Yeah? And the system, as we said, that is being implemented, it is showing signs of these type of penalties that him just mentioned like a while here. You know what I mean? If you know go according to how the deem is supposed to go, there are certain restrictions and penalties will get set up. See, and I'm just gonna play, because India, as I said, India they advanced with this system, so I'm just gonna play a clip basically going into what is actually taking place over there in India right now. Seeing this is a news clipping, let me get it here.
Of privacy in India. Government leaders want to expand the world's largest biometric database and link more than 1 billion ID cards with mobile phones and bank accounts. Opponents are urging Supreme Court judges to say no. This is Inside Story. Hello there and welcome to the programme. I'm Laura Kyle. The world's largest biometric identity card system is in India. And if the government gets its way, the Aadhaar ID card system will soon be linked to mobile phones and bank accounts of more than 1 billion Indians. Government leaders say Aadhaar reduces identity theft, corruption and bureaucracy. Opponents say it's a taste of Big Brother, which violates everyone's privacy. Some have taken the government to the Supreme Court, which is expected to deliver a verdict by the end of the month. Judges are being asked, why should Indians give the government information in a neat little package? What if the system is hacked by a malicious group? The government website continues to describe Aadhaar as a voluntary program, but some say that the government is coercing them to use it, and here's why. The first Aadhaar account was created in 2010 and has been slowly expanded across the nation ever since. At its most basic level, Aadhaar is about verifying identity, confirming age and gender, plus biometric details such as fingerprints and iris scans. But there have been reports of Aadhaar being tied to welfare benefits. No account means no rations. And now the government has said everyone needs to link their Aadhaar accounts to their mobile phone numbers by the 6th of February next year. And by the 31st of March next year, all citizens need to connect their bank accounts to the system or they will be frozen.
Yeah, so yeah,
Let's get the thoughts of our guests now.
The strict part of this system is now showing up his head, man. You know what I mean? The stricter part of the system, where basically you can't go do no transaction. See if you have what? That mark, man. Let me get back the scripture here. See? So your account gonna be frozen. You know what I mean? All over a bank account, just the fact that you don't submit to the system that is coming in, seeing your account will be frozen, man. Just like what I say I take place over there in India. So before them can use them money again, they need to get the ID. I only have the ID if I violate or whatsoever, seeing a penalty can be there on your ID. Yeah? Seeing the profile rating is gonna go down and it's gonna hinder you from other services. You know what I mean? This is an oppressive system that these men are bringing in, and you people will understand it full well. You will know what the prophets of the Lord was talking about all along, man. Let me get by the precept here. It said, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. You know what I mean? The buying and selling, man. See, there's going to be restriction on what you can buy, when you can buy, you know what I mean? Who you can buy from. Seeing all of this is going to be controlled by the government, man. The verb on the agenda, under the agenda 2030, or the sustainable development, even your food is going to be selected by the government, the type of food you're going to eat. You can go and read it, man. You can go and read the 17 goals that these nations get mandated to them every year. Them go to the UN, them update them, man. Yeah? Right now, we can speak to it because right now that is happening right here in Jamaica, man. They're going to tell you what to drink, what to eat, when you can eat it, because guess what? Your health record is going to be linked to the ID. So if you have bad health, you know what I mean, you won't even be employed at certain organization because they're going to put in your ID information and your health and everything will come up. Your medical history, your criminal history, all that history are going to link in one file, man. See, and they're going to get a profile credit. You know what I mean? Profile score, basically. Supposed to have a video on that profile score thing too. But anyway, this is what's gonna happen, man. So if you reject the system like Aaron Russo said, they must turn off a chip. And they get isolated, they can't buy nothing, and nobody can sell nothing, and nobody can give nothing, because if them give nothing, them are gonna be penalized. See? So that is the system that is coming in. And that's more. I've been on video too long still. So that was say Kalal, Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashem, Raka Kodash, double honors to the apostles once more. Shalom to all the brothers in the highway and Barry preaching this word in sincerity and in truth, with much honesty. Shalom.